Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Today I am building a new house for the BFF household. Let's get into it. So I decided to build a new house for the BFF household because I wanted to use the lot that they currently live on to do something else with. So I basically just move them across the street and I try to make it look like another house in the neighborhood. That way it just kind of blends in a little bit. My thought process is that maybe they're renting this house, so it's kind of basic. I do end up keeping it base game, so anyone can download it. It should work fine. I've play tested it as well, but I wanted to keep it base game just so it's similar to their previous house, as far as the sort of things that they had in the house. I also decided to give the Sims in the household a makeover, just kind of update their outfits and their look a little bit. So you'll see them a little bit in the screenshots at the end, but I'll also upload the family separately if you want to download them. I think they look a lot better, but I'm obviously biased, so I have the basic shell of the house, just working on the roof and the kind of porch here, along with a porch in the back. I actually didn't mind that this lot was smaller. I think that's a little bit maybe more accurate to a rental property. I don't know. So like I said, I do keep the house base game, which is actually a really kind of a fun challenge. I don't remember the last time I don't think I've ever built just base game. So it was definitely a challenge to try and find interesting items and not make everything look the same. So I'm pretty happy with how the house turned out, even though there aren't any other packs used. But you'll have to let me know what you think. I also wanted to make sure that the house was tailored a little bit more toward The Sims. I felt like the original BFF house wasn't super personalized, I guess. I don't know. Except for maybe Travis's room. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that each bedroom had kind of a theme, or was, more tailored to that sim. So yeah, I'll obviously get into that a little bit later here. And I've got all of the windows placed on the main floor. That left side there is kind of ugly, but honestly, windows on houses are kind of ugly in a lot of cases. So it just adds to the realism. That's really what I'm after here. But I also did that dormer up top with a window, just kind of break up that roof line a little bit. And then I add in this painted door for the front, which I thought looked nice. And then just adding a patio here, or a deck. And now I'm moving inside. I've got arches placed throughout. I kind of wanted to keep this kind of like a shotgun style house. Obviously modified a bit. You can't actually see through the entire house, but same vibes, I guess. So I originally go with these lighter wood floors throughout most of the house. I will darken them a little bit later. This color just wasn't really, matching things very well. But I do keep that tile in the kitchen and the bathrooms. I thought that worked out pretty well. But just trying to find some sort of wallpaper to use here in the kitchen. I think, yeah, I just ended up going with like a more plain paint color, and then trying to find some more interesting colors for the bedrooms. And I actually really like this tile wallpaper, I guess, for the bathrooms. I thought that ended up looking pretty nice. And here's where I darken the floors a little bit. And yeah, I go with something a little bit bolder in the hallway, since you won't really see it, assuming you play with the walls down. But yeah. Then here in the kitchen, I was originally going to use the cheaper counters, because I would assume that that's what would be in a rental, is just some really cheap, crappy counters. But I didn't really like the way that they looked. So I went with these more expensive ones that actually look a little bit older, which I think still fit in pretty well here. And then just trying to figure out the cabinets and the kind of range hood. I'll eventually move those windows a little bit to fit in some more cabinets here. And then I'll move over to the dining room here in a second. I'm just kind of placing larger objects. I kind of, bounce around. If you've seen any of my other videos, I kind of jump around when I'm building. But I think I end up doing most of the dining room all at the same time. And then using the tool mod there to size up the rug, which should still be fine if you download it. That won't affect the objects or listed as like modded or anything. I don't think so. Should be okay to download. But yeah, just trying to find some different decorative items in there. I think the dining room turns out pretty nice. And then here in the living room, just using obviously all base game furniture, trying to find some pieces that fit together pretty well. I really like that sofa. It's like one of the only sofas in the game that I feel like looks like a real sofa. All the other ones are just like really stylized or just kind of ugly, to be honest. So I really wish there were more swatches of that. That would be a really nice update if the Sims team was interested in doing that. I also didn't realize that bookcase is from base game. I really like that. I think that's probably one of the nicer base game objects, because a lot of the stuff that came with base game is just kind of, some of it just wasn't designed very well. I think back when the Sims 4 was supposed to be like a mobile game basically, or a online game. But yeah, I like this little entryway too with that table. I use that little rabbit figurine statue thing, which I thought was kind of cute there. And then just doing this powder room here, pretty simple. Sink, mirror, toilet paper, cabinet, pretty basic. Then the first bedroom I do here is Travis's. So I make him, well, I guess he's already kind of like a gamer, techie kind of guy. I turn him into a little bit more of a tech bro when I do his makeover. So you have to let me know what you think of it. It might be controversial, because I do get rid of his bright yellow cheese hair, because I hate it so much. I know it's iconic, but at what cost, So yeah, just finishing up his bedroom here. I gave him these kind of, I think they're supposed to be movie posters or something, but I thought those fit in pretty well in his room. And then I think I do, yeah, those like kind of space ones. I don't know if he's super into space, but I think it's, cool looking. And obviously I'm limited with the base game as far as what objects to use. So, and then here, just doing the bathroom, again, pretty simple. I do use that older looking shower. I thought that worked well in this kind of maybe older-ish house. The landlord just never updated the tub because they're cheap. And then moving into Liberty's bedroom, she's more, I think, science focused. I think she wants to be an astronaut, or she's in the astronaut career. So I tried to make hers maybe a little bit more space themed. As far as I could, I used that astronaut chair. Technically, it's an unlockable, but we'll just assume that she got it on eBay or something. And then that bed that looks like it's from the future. I don't really like that. I think that might be the first time I've ever used that bed. But it fits with her and her personality. And I tried to keep the colors pretty bright in here. That kind of green and yellow. And then I think I use more of those space prints, like the one that I used in Travis's bedroom. And then I end up adding in some plants to kind of fill up this corner over here, which I don't know if that makes a ton of sense for her. I don't know if she's super plant focused, but she is in my head canon. So And then I'll use the tool mod again here in a second to resize this rug, which I think, I don't know if I've ever actually used that rug, but it ended up kind of working in this room. And then this last bedroom is for summer holiday. I can't with that name, so ridiculous. But I think she's in the culinary career, just as like a dishwasher. She has the athletic trait, so I decided to make her kind of sporty. I put a treadmill in her room, and I really struggle with the layout of this room. It's just kind of like an awkward shape. So you'll see me switch things around. I'll end up doing a completely different bed, an end table, a dresser. And this isn't even the final one yet, so I'll go through another iteration here in a minute. But yeah, I'm really curious what you'll think of the makeovers I did for The Sims. I really like them. I think they look a lot better, but you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm trying to, because I eventually want to do a video about the different kind of makeovers that I do for the Sims in this neighborhood, both like the makeovers and the new Sims for the Sims 2 kind of rebuild that I'm doing. Because this house and the BFFs will also be in that kind of save file. So I'm not 100% sure if I'll include the BFFs in that kind of overview. We'll see. But yeah, just finishing up Summer's room here. I lift up that TV in there, which fits really perfectly in that little bookshelf. I don't know if it actually works though. That's the one thing I didn't actually play test. So if it doesn't work, I'm sorry, but I think everything else works. The treadmill works there. I had them use that, and I test out everything else. Some things will probably change between the video and the final uploaded version, just in case things are kind of wonky when I test them. But yeah, back in the kitchen, added in a small table, and then just adding in some clutter items on the counters. And I had this weird glitch that you might catch in a minute. I place a cookie jar on that corner, and then when I move some things around, it just disappears. Like I don't know where it went. So that was really weird. So yeah, if you notice that, I don't know if it's that object specifically or moving counters with it around. But after that, it was fine. So I don't know, that was really weird. And now I'm just kind of going around and adding in some more details to kind of all the other rooms, adding in some more decor to the living room, some random makeup, body lotion, I don't know, to the bedrooms. And then adding in a grill and a table to this outside deck, this back deck. I do add in some planters in case your Sims want to garden at all. I also add in a telescope for Liberty. I would assume that she would want one of those. And of course, I have to have a chess table. Can't have a Sims house without a chess table. And I also added an easel to the back there, in case you missed that. So I tried to put as many different activities in here. So if you do want to download the house and play with it, there are plenty of items for your Sims to use. And I fast forwarded through all of the curtains. All the curtains were pretty much the same, so I didn't think it was interesting to watch me put all of those in. And now I'm just doing the landscaping, and then yeah, reaching the end of the video here. So the next video will probably be the what I built on the BFF's old lot across the street here. I was originally going to do kind of a trailer park with maybe 3 trailers, but I couldn't get it to fit the way I wanted, so I'm going to do something a little bit different with that idea. But I ended up doing 2 houses on the same lot. One will be fully furnished and ready to move in if you want to download it once that video is out. And then the other one will be kind of bare bones in case you want to, decorate or whatnot. So yeah, I really like how that one turned out. So you'll have to keep an eye out for that. That should be out next week is the plan right now. And then trying to decide which kind of lot I want to do next after that. Probably a commercial lot, but I'm not really sure what kind. So if you have any thoughts, anything you'd like to see me build, let me know. Obviously we have the gym / cafe already. So I'm debating if I want to do maybe a library. That might be useful for your Sims. I probably won't do a museum. I never really find any use for those. But yeah, let me know what you think, which one or what kind of lot you want me to do next. And I'm just finishing up the exterior here with the shingles and the roof trim, and then I'll do all of the lighting for the lot. I like to do that last just so I can see how everything looks in different lighting once I've furnished everything. So I use a little bit older looking light fixtures. Luckily those ones that I use quite a bit were available. The one that I used in the kitchen there was part of the base game, so that worked out really well. And then I used some sconces in the hallway. I thought those looked nice. And then this one table light is really the only table lamp that gives off any sort of light. So I end up using it a bit, at least among the base game lamps. So it's kind of unfortunate the other ones just aren't very bright for some reason. But end up making it work. I do use the tool mod a bit here because I did size down a lot of those end tables because they're just so massive in The Sims for some reason. They just really want gigantic end tables. But yeah, we are pretty much just to the end here. Once I finish up the lighting, I'll leave you with the screenshot so you can kind of see the Sims using everything. I used the kind of made over BFFs, so you'll get to see them a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching and have a great day.